Hi, I'm Phyllis from ISO in the Doll Corner, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm showing you my quilt that I made with all my 30 scrap blocks. They're all different and just all made out of little bits of scrap fabric I had around. So that is it. I put a border around, and I want to show you how I put the border on. So if you just bear with me for a minute, I'll be right back. And I'm back. This is sort of a mock-up. So this is the section, we'll call this the quilt block that I have. And I have it all, we'll pretend this is all quilted. And this is stitched down here. And then this is my backing for my border. And I cut it 8 inches. My border is 6. So I folded this line and this in. Folded this in about 3/4 of an inch and then over to make my, and then this the same. This is on the section where the quilt blocks are. And on this crease, I brought that crease together. Let these out of the way. And just stitched along that crease. And then that gave me a section that looked like this. And with this, I take my batting and I put some temporary spray glue on here on one side and put it right up to that edge where my sewing is. And this is the temporary glue I use. I'm not saying it's the best, but it seems to work for me. So, and it's available in this area. And then I take my 6-inch border and place it right in there. And I fold this over. So that's an inch and a, this is an inch and a half, we'll say, with the fold and that. And this about a 1/2 inch, depending, sometimes if you're not perfect, it's a little bit less, and sometimes it's a little bit more. But it's easier to trim off a little bit than not have quite enough. So I always try to make it a little bit bigger. And then the batting will take up some too. So, and then I just quilted it in straight lines. And it seemed to work not too bad. I put a navy or royal blue, I guess I should say, binding on my quilt because I thought it would match up with each block that and I'll show you the quilt again. So you can see how I quilted. I put a diagonal line here, measured out 1 inch, then 2 inches, 3 inches, and the 4 inches. And then I just stitched here and down all around the quilt. And I got some threads here that I haven't clipped yet. So these are the blocks. Some of the blocks I showed you how to, I put them together. Now, I do the silliest things, you know, when I'm trying to do something. This block had a little dog in it. You may or may not remember, but it had a little, and I didn't have any more of the fabric. And I put this block in sideways because this is a directional thing. So I looked around for something that would work here. So I appliqued a block over top. So my dog is under here, but it's going this way rather than this way. I could have ripped it all out, but it seemed like a big job because it was all sewn. Anyway, that was, and this is the block I had so much trouble with. This is the first block I did. I'm not sure what number all these blocks are, but anyway, it's a fun quilt. And if you had fabric that your children, maybe you had for clothes or something for your children, they'd enjoy going through it, and I spy this different materials. But I've used up most of my I Spy quilt pieces that I had left over from my family's sewing. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Touch the bell to be notified when I put out my next video. And I'll leave a link for my doll pattern book on the website. Thanks for watching. Bye now.